In this video, I'm going to give you the 3 campaigns that every Amazon seller should be running in 2024. If you're currently not running them, what I would recommend at the end of the video, once you've got everything and you understand it, just go ahead and create whatever campaigns you don't have. It's going to take 5 minutes, but these 3 campaigns are going to give you a real good return on ad spend in 2024. My name's Jake, I run Systems Lab, and we help Amazon sellers improve their profit and their marketing by implementing our model into their business. So now we've got the boring introduction out the way with, let's just jump straight into the things that you're actually here for. Campaign number 1 is a catch-all campaign. Now, most of you will probably know what a catch-all campaign is, but for those that don't, a catch-all campaign is a campaign that includes all of your products within one campaign, and then you will have a very low bid. So what that's going to do is it's going to force the algorithm to go out and search for specific search terms and product targets, but at a very, very low bid. Now, usually, if you only had one product, that's not going to generate very many impressions. But if we include all of our products in, it's going to start to accumulate more and more impressions, and that's going to lead to more clicks. And because we have such a low bid, we're not going to be paying a lot for those clicks. So when they do convert, we're going to have a really good ACOS. Now, with all the accounts that I've looked at, catch-all campaigns always work well. They always generate a lot of sales and they always have a good ACOS. There is one caveat to this. If you don't have enough products in your catalog to support a catch-all campaign, then this campaign might not be for you. However, if you have 3 or more products, I would recommend creating one anyway. And obviously, the more products you have, the better it's going to perform. So there are 2 different types of catch-all campaigns that I like to create. The first one is an auto-targeting catch-all. So for that campaign type, what I like to do is bucket all of the products in together, and then we create an auto-targeting and we target all format types. So close, loose, substitutes and complements. We go with a low bid. So for me, I like to start at a 10-cent bid and then create the campaign, and we just let it run. What I like to do is I'll give it maybe 2 or 3 days and wait to see if the campaign is generating impressions. If it's not, then I'll slowly increment the bids up in 5-cent increments. So for example, if we start at 10 cents, I'm going to slowly increase up to 15 cents over the next 3 days if I notice that we're not generating enough impressions. And the highest that I would really go is somewhere between 30 cents and 50 cents. And it really depends on the average selling price of your products. So obviously, if you have a more expensive product, for example, a product that sells for $50 or more, you may want to go a little bit higher on the bid. However, if you're selling a low ticket product like a $20, $30 product or less, then you probably want to limit the bid to around 30 cents. So the second catch-all campaign that I like to create is a broad match catch-all campaign. So it's the exact same. We target all of the products that we have. However, instead of doing auto targeting, we're going to go with manual targeting, and we only target broad match keywords. This is obviously only going to work if a lot of the products that you're selling are similar type products. So this can work well with variations. So if you have a lot of variations of one product, you might want to do a catch-all campaign for that. Maybe you have supplementary type products or complementary type products or substitute products. They all work. But the point is, if you're selling 2 completely random products, you probably can't target those together because it's not going to work with the keywords. So if there is a scenario where you're selling a lot of different type of products, this campaign may not be for you. However, you may be able to segment it in such a way that you can create one broad match catch-all campaign for one type of products and then another for the other different type of products that you're selling, provided that they're all similar type products. So that's everything for the 2 catch-all campaigns. So we have the auto catch-all campaign and we target all match types, all 4. And then we like to use the broad match catch-all campaign as well. So you want to bucket all of your products into the campaign. However, if you're selling different types of products, it's probably best to segment them out into their own separate catch-all campaigns. So the second campaign type that I always look at to create, if a client doesn't have one, is a phrase match campaign for their most important keywords. Now, there are several ways that you can define an important keyword or several ways to also find important keywords. However, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to make it very simple. What you want to do is go into brand analytics, look at the search query performance dashboard, go into ASIN view level, and then type in the ASIN that you're going to be creating the campaign for. And you want to look at the top 10 to 20 keywords. Typically, they're going to be your most important keywords. You want to make note of all of those 20 keywords. You want to check whether you'll target them already in Phrase Match. If you're not, that presents an opportunity where you can potentially create a new Phrase Match campaign for those keywords. When creating a Phrase Match campaign, what I like to do is make sure that I'm segmenting by two different things. The first one is search volume. So luckily the search query performance dashboard gives us that. And then the second thing that I like to look at is conversion rate, which is also available in the search query performance dashboard. With search volume, I don't like to include keywords that are much higher in search volume than other keywords. So I like to work with a 5-to-1 ratio. And what that means is the highest search volume keyword in the campaign can't be more than 5 times higher than the lowest search volume keyword in the campaign. So for example, if we have a keyword that has 10,000 searches in a month and a keyword that has 1,000 searches in a month, that would be a 10-to-1 ratio. So I wouldn't include those two keywords in one campaign. The second thing that I like to look at is conversion rate. Typically, I don't really like to include high converting keywords with low converting keywords. What's going to happen is the low converting keywords are going to perform not as well. And that performance is going to bring down the overall quality score of the campaign, which can actually result in higher CPCs across the board within the campaign. So it's going to negatively impact some of the higher converting keywords. That's why I like to segment by conversion rate as well. Now, you don't have to. I've not seen it make a massive difference, but for me, I just like to segment them out anyway, because it only takes 5 minutes just to segment the high converting from the low converting. So it just feels worth it for me. Now, the reason that I create phrase match campaigns and not exact match campaigns is that, especially over the last year or so, we've observed that the CPCs for phrase match campaigns are a lot more favorable than the exact match campaigns. So we've noticed that the exact match campaigns have a much higher CPC, and that's the reason why we create them in a phrase match rather than exact match. Now, if you have a negative keyword list, which I recommend everyone should have, it may be worth implementing that into the campaign proactively so that you're not going to be targeting, keywords that you know you don't perform well for. So if you have a negative keyword list, knowing that it's a phrase match campaign, so it's a little bit looser targeting than exact match, you may want to put those negative keywords in straight away, and that's going to keep the ACOS of the campaign down as well. So the third campaign type that I always like to create is a product targeting campaign. Now, what I like to do here is take all of the products that we're competing against, and then we segment by weaker competitors, and this is the campaign type that I'm referring to specifically. The way that I like to define a weaker competitor is either they have a worse star rating. So for example, if we have a 4.5 star rating and they have a 4 star or 3.5 star, then we know we can outcompete them there. Maybe we have a better price point. So for example, if we sell the same type of product as theirs, it offers the same sort of functionality, except for we sell it for $5 cheaper, then we know we can probably outcompete them there as well. So we would consider those a weaker competitor. And also if we have a clear USP, and I say clear because it needs to be obvious to the shopper. If they can see from maybe the main image or the title that we have something that the competitor doesn't, and that makes our product more valuable, then we would consider those guys a weaker competitor as well. With these type of campaigns, we usually see a lower CPC as well for product targeting. I'm not sure why, but that's just what we've observed over the last 12 to 18 months, that you get a lower CPC for product targeting campaigns over keyword targeting. So these campaigns typically perform very well, provided that you get the targeting right. And what I mean by that is you find the right competitors that you know you have a competitive advantage over, and will be able to scoop sales from them. So yeah, that's everything for the video. I tried to keep it as short and sweet as possible and as actionable as possible. So just to quickly recap, there are 3 campaign types that I like to look at when taking on a new account, and that is a catch-all campaign, and that can be broken into a auto targeting and broad match. And then I like to look at phrase match campaigns for our most important keywords. And then the final one is a product targeting campaign that targets our weaker competitors. So if you don't have those 3 campaign types within your account, I would recommend going ahead and creating them straight away and let me know how they perform. So yeah, that's everything for the video. Thank you for watching till the end. If you do want to learn a little bit more about how we help Amazon sellers grow their sales by implementing our models, then go ahead and click the link below. Now, full transparency, it will direct you to a VSL. I will be trying to sell you something, so if you don't want to be sold, then just don't click on the link. But yeah, thank you so much for staying till the end. I hope you took some value from it. If you did, consider subscribing. Thank you so much, take care, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.